right on West Yellowwater Road. Arriving at address 1398, on left.
Your money's not good here, boy. You sum them up, you want to bring it with you just to run out?
What did you say? Once you hear her say, her name. It says your name is
It's like Miss Belinda. What did they call me? I think Bendy, that's what the kids call me, Robinson Institute. Bendy, they couldn't say names, so they called me Aunt Debbie. Yeah.
Is that what you're going to call her?
You gonna call me Miss Bendy or you gonna call me Miss Belinda? Okay.
So they are selected today, you said that.
Yeah, that one kind of needs an air hole or something. It's so. Oh, he's scared.
I'll take a picture, I'll take a picture.
He's a baby. You got that door open? No, rush him out that door and to the right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's a great fish.
Just throw it, Sophie.
Yeah. He was trying to watch the fish.
They're waiting to look behind you. The one's behind you.
Okay. Watch this side again. Watch this side. 7, Mr. Harvey Kleber went in the swamps locally here, gathered up 250 alligator eggs, brought them back to the farm, hatched out 50 males and 200 females. The reason he did that 1-to-4 ratio was for higher egg production within the females and less aggression between the males during breeding. Those alligators are still part of our farm here today. They'll be 55 years old this year. You will get a chance to see them. This pond behind me is actually where they got their start. This was our first gator pond on the farm. Now it's our smallest turtle pond. We got right at 3,000 to 3,500 turtles in this pond alone. Any given time on our farm, we've got right at 50,000 adult breeding age turtles. Your basic pond species of turtles, yellow-bellied sliders, red-eared streakers, soft shells, mobilians, and a few crossbreeds in between those species. You'll notice this wooden structure to my left is a feeding trough for our turtles. Their #1 source of food they'll get here at the farm is a meat-based processed pellet. Very similar to dog food, we provide in 50-pound sacks. Pour it in that trough, walk away from it. Turtles can come and go as often as they want, eat as much as they want. Second source of food they'll get is this slimy stuff you see floating on top of the water behind me. It's miscellaneous fish parts. We'll go once a week to Henderson, Louisiana, pick up 10,000 pounds of fish parts, and we'll divide it up X amount of pounds to each pond to our alligators, and our turtles will get some of it as well. Third and final source of food they'll get here at our farm is an invasive vegetation that grows on our alligator breeding pond in the back. You may be familiar with it. It's called water hyacinth, water lilies. Very indestructible. You can't kill it with fire, dynamite, anything. We can actually go into our gator pond 2 to 3 times a year, harvest it all out, and feed it to our turtles, and they'll eat on it for 4 to 6 weeks at a time. Throughout our tour today, you'll hear me several times mention we don't want to waste anything. And that's our first example of that here at the pond. We'll get our tour rolling to our second turtle pond on the tour. I'll tell you, snakes, let me know, I'll handle it accordingly. We've killed about 12 water moccasins in the past week and a half here on the farm. So just keep your eyes peeled where you're stepping and remind everybody it is an alligator farm. It's not a zoo or a park or a playground. You guys can't get ahead of me on the tour because we do get loose alligators from time to time. There's none loose right now that we know of, but there may be one crawling out of the fence right now as we speak.
Whoa. Bigger one. Jumping in the water.
200,000?
We're not mean to them. We don't throw stuff at them. We don't even talk bad about them when we go by. But every time we pass that wall, we scatter. This is our second turtle pond on the tour here. Same species of turtles in this pond, approximately 10 to 12,000. This actually isn't our largest turtle pond. The largest one we have is not part of the tour. It's got about 35,000 turtles in it by itself. Female turtle is going to be a lot larger than the male turtle due to the fact 2 to 3 times out of the year she has to produce and carry eggs. Another good way to determine the gender of the turtle is by the length of their nails. It's quite opposite than what we're used to. With the turtle, the male is going to have the long, shiny, pretty nails, and the females are going to have short, stubby ones. That's the reason that is from year after year digging those nests 2 to 3 times a year. They wear those nails down and they do not regrow. They'll start laying their eggs around April 1st, lay all the way up to June and July. Female turtle is going to lay 2 to 3 clutches a season, 7 to 10 eggs per clutch except for the soft shell. She'll lay 20 to 25 eggs per season, per clutch. What the female turtle will do when she gets ready to lay her eggs, she'll come up on the banks of our pond, she'll pick a spot out, she'll urinate on the ground to loosen the soil up. She'll jigsaw puzzle. Each one of these little puzzle pieces is what we call a scoot. And a scoot is basically a solar panel, a little battery charger. That's what they're doing on this sunning deck behind me and laying up on the banks. They're going to lay around all day, let that sunlight hit that shell. And then, other than harnessing energy from the sun, the only other purpose for the shell is for protection. If I was to drop this guy right now, it's not going to do him any serious harm or damage. It may aggravate him a little bit. We actually have a festival here the 3rd weekend of October called Gator Fest. We have live alligator races. We have a dunking booth where you dunk us tour guides into a tank with 4 to 5 alligators that are alive, mouths aren't taped up. We'll have live Cajun bands playing both days, mountains and mountains of alligator-based food. Football games on the big screen both days. Numerous other vendors will be here as well other than just us. It's a great time. Admission to the festival's free. If you guys are in the area or your family or friends are in the area around that time, send them over. It's a heck of a time. My favorite part of that event, the turtle toss. You get to come in, pick you out a turtle, see who can throw it the farthest. If you throw it the farthest, you win. Like I said, our turtles are very valuable to us. If that was harming them, we would not be doing it. Here at the farm, that's what we like to call being saved by the shell. We'll make our way down to our first gator pond and let the real excitement begin. If anybody bought any marshmallows, this will be the pond you'll want to throw them in. Come stand up on the bench and chunk them out there.
I like marshmallows. They're like biting each other. They're biting each other. Hey, one's on top of you. That was my last one.
This pond here is what we call our harvest pond here at the farm for all the alligators that we hatch and raise for harvest purposes. This will be the end of the line for 7.5 years of age, 60 to 80 pounds. The reason we harvest them at that 7.5 year cutoff, once an alligator reaches 8 years of age,
Whoa, that's really far. It's bouncing really bad.
they're mature enough to breed and reproduce. They'll start fighting over females, fighting over real estate, and they'll start killing each other. We don't want to raise an alligator for 7.5 years, and then lose him right there at the end. So that 7.5 year mark is the ideal cutoff for us. Once we harvest these guys, which will actually be in about 2 or 3 weeks, we'll drain this pond completely down. We'll come in and harvest each one of these guys with a 22 caliber pistol. Once we harvest them, we're not going to waste anything. End up and making medicine out of it, but again, if he's got the money, we don't ask him any questions, he can have as much of it as he wants. At that point in the game, we've actually used about 95% of the alligators. The remaining 5% of bone and gristle we'll actually grind up, turn around, and feed it back to our gators and turtles. So when we harvest an alligator, we'll actually have 0% waste. If you'll look on the right side of the pond, you'll notice that wooden structure. That's what we call a gator's den. Normally you can't see in the top of it, but we're doing some remodeling to it right now. A lot of people don't know that alligators are a lot like bears. During the winter months, they hibernate. From around the middle to end of October to the beginning to middle of March, they'll actually swim into that gator's den and will not come out. They'll spend the entire winter seasons in that box. They will not eat anything whatsoever. They'll regulate their heartbeat down to 3 to 4 beats per minute. The most movement you'll get out of them is pretty much breathing and blinking. We don't give tours during that time of the year simply for that reason. If you came through and wanted to take a tour that time of year, you'd be lucky to see 3 to 5 alligators. And we have well over 1,000 live